Hello, and welcome to my Astro Diaries podcast series. I'm Ange, a Western tropical locational astrologer, and today I am going to talk about AI slop apps for astrology and astrocartography, how to detect them, and how to avoid them. So, in the past 2 years or so, AI apps are targeting me like crazy on social media, and it's so annoying and it's so misleading. I mean, obviously, they're targeting the wrong person, but I always think from the perspective, what if someone is believing this and clicking on this and paying this? There are many subscription models, there are many like one-time fees that are quite expensive. There are a variety of apps out there, and it makes me truly angry. It's giving astrology a bad reputation, as it always has a bad reputation. That's never going to end. But the bigger problem is the misleading part. So I want to bring awareness to this topic as much as possible. And I want to be pretty straightforward. We are filming this in January of 2026. And even though Pluto is an Aquarius and will bring big change to technology, especially with the trine to Uranus and Gemini that is going to happen in 2026 and onwards, AI apps at this point are not good at astrology, and they're really bad at astrocartography. AI applications are increasingly marketed as tools, but they're not well suited to either practice, nor astrology nor astrocartography. And the issue is not the use of the technology itself. I believe in innovation and I believe in technology, but the problem is that the way these systems randomize. And astrology is an interpretive discipline, meaning that chart factors are evaluated in relation to one another, and meaning depends on layers, on context, on emphasis, on timing, on intuitive analysis and judgment, and etc. While AI systems did not evaluate charts in this way. They generate text based on what prompt you give them or what prompt direction was inserted within the apps itself, producing interpretations that are generalized. The same problem is on astrology websites as well. They generalize when you read about the description of your sun sign or a description on Astrocom Click Travel astrocartography map, where when you click on a line, you read the description. It's the same for everyone. And this is like very important for people to know. And within these apps, they're misleadingly definitive or randomizing the coordinates of your astrocartography lines on a map as well, which is a problem on its own. And what inspired me to film this episode is that I received a request that I'm going to read through now from one AI astrocartography app, and I'm highlighting the small fee part that I'm going to read out now. So I got a message with a subject called "Complementing your astrocartography article with a useful tool." Hi Ange, I hope this message finds you well. I recently read your article, How to Read Your Astrocartography Map, and I really appreciate the way you broke down the complexities of astrocartography in such an approachable way. Your step-by-step guide makes the process feel much less overwhelming, and I believe it's one of the most detailed and helpful guides I've come across on this topic. I noticed that you've linked to astro.com, which is a fantastic resource. I was wondering if you'd be open to adding a link to their app as well. Our tool helps people explore their astrological influences across different locations with a user-friendly map. It could be a great complementary option for your readers, providing them with another resource to explore their astrocartography maps with ease. If you're open to it, I'd be happy to support this link inclusion with a small editorial fee, as I believe it would add further value to the content you are already sharing with your readers. Thank you for considering this, and I'd be happy to discuss any details if you're interested. So, if you're an AI Astro app owner wanting to reach out to me, you will always get the same response. Just like I already got a comment below my blog, the same blog from the same app just 4 months ago. And I answered, here, dear readers, is a great example of an app that is not verified in the community, being fully inauthentic with a full-on AI writing for an AI app. As the comment is like copy paste from ChatGPT. Another one, the email is more refined, and I'm emphasizing on only using professional softwares like SolarFire, AstroGold, or free maps such as the one on astro.com, astrocartography, which is exactly used in this article, or use the one on AstroSeek. And I will never promote AI slop when it comes to astrology and astrocartography or anything else in general. So I didn't mention the names of these apps because I don't want to give them any exposure or free promotion. You know the saying, even bad publicity is publicity, so there's no reason to give them that power here. I will always promote apps that are legit. I'm not paid to promote SolarFire or AstroGold. I use them personally, and that's why I'm recommending them. Same goes with the free programs. You also don't need a paid program if you are not doing daily client work and astrology is not your daily business. Even if you're an intermediate astrologer, you can work with astro.com map and AstroSeek maps. The only thing is, with professional software, you're keeping everything in one place. You don't have to do everything separately. You can do transits and progressions outside of the SolarFire map, for example. You just don't have that animated, fancy thingy within. It's just better for presentation to clients, but you don't need that. If you learn everything, you can do everything manually. And I will be saying this every single time. If you know how to do astrology, you will know how to use every legit program, no matter if it's free or no matter if it's paid. So how to spot misleading astrology and astrocartography apps? In particular, some AI apps promote themselves by claiming that quote unquote traditional 2D maps are wrong and their 3D map is the new correct technology. That's like so funny and so not intelligent. While in reality, this is absolutely misleading, as you can easily switch to a spherical globe instead of a map in SolarFire. Every practicing locational astrologer knows this. If they are using a professional software, you can't use that on a free map. But yeah, I mean, they're obviously targeting people that are not experienced in this, not locational astrologers. But at the end of the day, we are here to tell the truth. So that marketing thing is so bad. You can see examples in the discussion that we had. I elaborated why within one app that is promoting out there is just wrong. But if I start reading it, it will last forever. So I will just leave the link down below. You will have to join the group. It's free, as the group is locked. But you will be approved automatically if you are joining from a normal account, as bots will be filtered out or newly made accounts. Okay, so here's a 5-question accuracy checklist to keep in mind if you come across new apps targeting you via social media or Google Ads. And from my personal experience, most of these AI astrology apps are unreliable at best and scams at worst. And here are the 5 questions you should ask when you're doing your own research. Number 1, who is the creator behind the app? Check the organization or individual who is responsible. Is it a reputable astrology organization or a well-known practicing astrologer? Or Is there no clear background or name at all? If the second one, that's a red flag. Number 2, what calculation source do they use? A trustworthy app should specify its astronomical ephemeris, like the Swiss ephemeris, NASA data, etc., and confirm that it's up to date. Without this, any chart or astrocartography map is potentially inaccurate. While be careful with this one, as some also claim this as a hook to you via marketing while they don't use it. So it's quite tricky out there. Number 3, what does the community say? Look for independent reviews, look at forum discussions, or recommendations from practicing astrologers, both natal astrologers and locational astrologers. Community feedback is often the best early warning when an app is misleading or misrepresenting astrology. And we always share reliable resources in the Astrocartography Facebook group when members ask questions or share a screenshot of a map from an unreliable source. Number 4, are time zones and daylight savings handled correctly? Even small errors in time zone or historical DCT calculations can completely shift your chart or planetary lines. Reliable software will account for these adjustments accurately. Sometimes reliable software can glitch, and for example, for Solar Fire, there is also a group on Facebook, a support one, where they can help you if you are encountering any errors. Number 5, can you verify the results with another source? So cross-checking is a must. Compare a few key planetary lines or angular positions with a trusted program such as Solar Fire or the travel map on astro.com. If results differ significantly, the app is likely not accurate. But keep in mind measurements like in Mundo and zodiacal measurements. In some apps, it can be set differently. For example, you can see that the Pluto ascendant line is way different. That's just different measurement inserted within the program, and you can change that. You can also change that on the AstroSeek astrocartography map. That's a recent update that happened. Now, which websites and apps should you use for astrology and astrocartography? As we mentioned, the free options. And as we already mentioned, please use only verified sources like astro.com, click travel, and their local space map option as well, which is better than on any paid software. And also AstroSeek map, which has, as I mentioned, the Mundo and zodiacal switch now, and is even better for relocation charts, as you can click on the map to cast a relocation chart automatically. Even combining these two free apps, intermediate work is a great option. Also, you can download a free software called Astrolog by an astrologer, Walter Pullen. And thank you, Walter, for your generosity and evergreen contribution to the community. Now, paid options. If you are considering a paid software, as mentioned, Solar Fire remains the most reliable and enduring option, especially for precise calculations and chart animations. It's just more convenient for measurement via Solar Fire than in any other free or, in my opinion, paid software. And if you're doing daily client work, Solar Fire will save you a lot of time, especially if you are doing specifically relocation readings for clients. I also appreciate Astro Gold for its presentation of Paran latitude lines, though I'm less enthusiastic about the map itself. The birth chart feature in Astro Gold, however, is excellent. Personally, I don't use the local space function in paid software since the free local space tools on astro.com are, in my view, superior. And here's the list of all paid software that are legit that I know of. So SolarFire, Astro Gold, Janus, I think it's pronounced that way, I'm not sure, or Janus, I don't know. Zeus, Kepler Astrolocality Software, Sirius, Meteor, Matrix Horizons, Delphic Oracle, and ZGeo for astrocartography. And for the closing, I just want to say that I am certain that AI will just have the contra effect as time unfolds. At the end of the day, AI can never replace the human element in astrology or any form of divination. Intuition, subtle pattern recognition, and a lived experience are at the heart of how we interpret charts and guide ourselves or others. That's where the real power lies, in my opinion, and it's something no algorithm or robot can replicate. Machines can calculate positions, generate text, or make predictions based on patterns, but they cannot feel the nuance, sense the timing, or response to the energy of a moment. That means that our intuition is our superpower. It's how we translate symbols into meaningful insight, how we manage complexity, and how we connect astrology to real life. And that's why I think that no AI app, no matter how polished and no matter how much it's marketed and what budget do they have and how much they are going to jump out of my fridge again, they will never, ever truly be on the level of a human reading. Thank you for listening. Stay true and authentic. Your locational astrologer, Ange K.